Hi, Dr. Lean here. Have you been thinking about maybe hiring an intern and you're not really sure what that needs to entail or what you have to do or where to start? Well, I'm here to help you. If you're not familiar with me, I'm an associate dean at a Division I state university in Tennessee. I also run my own consulting business. My husband and I have had our business since 2008, so I've been around for a long time, getting old, hiding the wrinkles. But I want to share with you guys what I have learned from all angles of the internship process at a university. When I was an intern, when I oversaw interns, when I helped my consulting clients get interns, these are some things you can use to make sure that you get the best intern possible with as little as headache as possible. So let's start off with, do you need an intern? Most of you who are looking at this probably are smaller to medium-sized businesses. Maybe you own the business yourself and you need some help, but you're not quite ready to hire a new employee. Maybe it's because you don't have the money to do it. You don't know if you have enough work to keep them busy, right? Like you need help, but do you have enough to bring on a full-time or a part-time employee? That's where an intern can come in and really help you out. So sit down and think about what you want an intern to do. If you have a home office, that's okay, because thanks to COVID, oddly enough, we've come to understand that people can work remotely anywhere. And so it's not going to be strange to hire an intern and say like, listen, I have a home office. It's not really appropriate for you to be in my home office, just the two of us working. It's a safety issue. Be thinking about that kind of stuff. Would you want your kid working in a home office alone with somebody? Probably not. So when you're going through the process, think about what they're going to do, where they're going to work, how they're going to work, how you're going to communicate. It's not that hard, right? You're going to have a list of things for them to do. And maybe once or twice a month, you get together at a local Starbucks or you go to the university, or maybe, you go somewhere in between and you sit down and discuss what you need to do. And then for the rest of the time, they can work remotely. You can log in, you can Zoom, phone calls, all those good things. Just like you normally work in your own office, that's how the intern is going to work. Most of these students are used to taking online classes, so this is not going to be anything strange or unusual to them. Once you know what you need them to do, timing is key. It's really important. Think about wherever you are. If you're not in North America, maybe your semesters start differently, but think about when your classes start. For us in North America, they start in August and they start in January. And those students are going to be registering for those classes about 3 to 4 months before the semester starts. Well, you say, well, why do we want them? Why do we have to connect those? We'll get to that in a second. Once you have your job description, the easiest, fastest, shoot to the straight of the line, top of the line solution to get that information to the students is to contact your local university's dean's assistant. Right? So figure out if you're looking for someone in home interior design, maybe you want somebody in computers, want somebody in business. I myself am in a college of business, so that's my home and that's what I know. And you do a quick search, go to your university, type in internships. If you can't find something simple or it kind of looks confusing, skip it. Find your college that your area is in, look up the dean, find the dean's assistant's number and call that person directly. They will almost always answer the phone. They're the gatekeeper. That's their job. They will always be there answering the phone and responding to emails. Let them know what you're trying to do. And they are the most knowledgeable person in most cases in the college. They'll know exactly who to call, who you need to send out to, who you need to contact, and they'll get you going from there. The reason I'm saying do this 3 to 4 months before classes actually start is because if you haven't done this process, it's going to take you a while to figure out who you need to contact, log into the system, get your job description uploaded, all that kind of stuff. Also, if you were a university student at one point, you know this, they're not always the most up and up on top of these things, especially the sophomores and the juniors. Seniors, by the point they get to senior, they're on it, right? But the ones that are in their 1920s, they're still learning the system and they don't realize, maybe they don't even know they can get an internship until they start talking to their advisors about the registration process. Maybe they don't know what they want, right? So get it in the system early so that when they get ready to register for their classes, the internship is already there. They can log on. And in most cases, what they do is there's a website that the university maintains listing all the internships available to the students. And so when the students decide they want to do an internship, they log on and they figure out what they want to start applying for. And then you should be able to have access to those resumes to start doing interviews and picking out the intern you want. Okay, why are we talking about registering for classes and internships? Because what you want to do is part of your description for your internship, you want to say it is for credit only, okay? You can do a paid or an unpaid internship. It doesn't matter. You don't have to pay, especially if you're a new organization or you don't have a lot of money or you're in a season of growth, right? And you don't have the extra money to pay a internship 15 to 20 hours a week. It can add up quickly for a semester, right? What you can do is say unpaid for credit. And what that means for the student is when they register for their classes, they can actually register for an internship course credit. So they do an internship with you. You don't pay them, but you have to give them skills that they are gonna consider worth working for, right? They wanna beef up their resume and they wanna learn something through you. So as long as you're providing good things, they will come. But if you make sure that it's for credit, then what that means is they are going to get a class grade for this internship. And it kind of protects you, right? Because if you're not paying them, then they're going to be like, well, why am I, you know what? I don't want to go to work today. She's not even paying me. I'm not going to show up. However, if they know that it is for class credit, they will show up and they will do a good job, because an internship credit is an easy A on a transcript. It's a really simple way for someone to get easy A's, 3 credits, sometimes it's 6 to 9 credits, depending on what the school allows, right? And that will benefit you because it will help to make sure that intern stays on track and does their job and shows up when they're supposed to. Now, in your job description, one of the things you're going to want to identify is, do you want a junior, senior, sophomore standing? Does it make a difference? Think about what your long-term goals is for this position. If you want someone who's going to be around for a year or two, maybe ask for a junior or a sophomore, and you can put that in there. That doesn't mean you can't accept seniors. It's just saying you'll accept a minimum of a sophomore or a junior. What that means is that if you get someone and you like them, then you have the chance to keep them for a year or two. Right? They can keep getting internship credit, and maybe they no longer do it for credit. Maybe they do it because it's at that point it becomes a part-time job for them, and that's a way for you to keep them working with you, maybe even through the summer, depending on your location and what you're having them do, and they can work remotely. If, however, your goal is to test drive a possible new employee, then you want to ask for a senior. When you ask for that senior, what that means is they may only be able to work for you for 1 semester before they graduate, but if it turns out to be someone you really like and it's a good fit, then it's going to be a natural transition from an intern to an employee. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you found these tips and tricks useful. I'm here to help. As always, Dr. Lean. I have my own consulting business, and I'm a professor, associate dean. I know all the ins and outs of these kind of things. If you have questions, I'm going to put my information below, my website, my email. Always check out my free resources on my website. That's where I want you to start first. You know, I want to help you, but the first thing I want you to do is check out those free resources, because you may be able to find something in there that you can do on your own and solve your problem without reaching out. But if you have questions, reach out. I'm here. Thank you.